They go play action now. Palmer. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's second down. The inaugural drive for this offense today, and the guy we're going to talk about, Michael Floyd.
Starting to develop into a #1 receiver, a guy that you'll count on downfield.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, there's the first time in this game that Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald. Likely won't be the last, but how about the way these two have helped each other's careers?
Yeah, they really have. It's hard to believe with Fitzgerald, well, really both of these guys, how long they've been in the league now. But Fitzgerald, gosh, 3rd overall pick back in 04.
Yeah, how about that? And remember, Carson Palmer, a former Heisman Trophy winner, he's finally found a real home in Arizona.
Second and 10 now, and it's Palmer. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Call it a gain of 5. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that, because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
They'll fake the give to Ellington. Now it's Palmer. He's got time. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Down carry here for Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and picked up by the Chargers. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Halfback sent in motion. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Rivers now after the fumble recovery. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Chargers are going to have a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. This offensive unit, often they rely on the sure-handed Antonio Gates.
We know all about his basketball background, but his football acumen, one of the best tight ends in the league.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On the give, this is their fullback. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down. To throw, Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And the back goes into motion. The play clock's running down. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Antonio Gates, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
That one good for 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Andre Ellington, his first carry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Play action. It's Palmer. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second and 10. It's Palmer again. Dumping it off for Johnson. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On second down, here's Palmer. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Flowers. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They come out here in the eye. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Benjamin, the man in motion left. In motion right is Benjamin. On 3rd down, Rivers. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Play clock winding down. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
On the counter, here's Gordon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They played so well throughout this entire game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd down, Rivers again. This will be caught at the 2. Well, Gates returned to action against the Broncos in Week 6, but the young man, the 21-year-old Hunter Henry, starting to really emerge as Gates' successor, isn't he?
He is, and what I like now with Antonio Gates on the field, you bring Hunter Henry on the field, you can really increase your offense. You can balance things up so you don't know which direction they're going to go. They're starting to use them maybe like Gronk and Martellus Bennett in New England.
Gates 36. I said Henry 21. 15-year gap between those two.
My man, did you use a calculator or an abacus to figure out that age difference?
I stayed up all night on that one. You be careful. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. And they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They come out here in the I. They'll bring a tight end in motion. 3rd and goal. Can the offense punch it in here from the 1? Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon taking it in. And the Chargers are going to hang on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Trying to shake off the trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 seconds here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he missed it. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Well, partner, we're through week 6, so let's stir that MVP pot. Who are you liking right now?
Sam Bradford, Minnesota. Ezekiel Elliott, Dallas. Julio Jones, Atlanta. Matt Ryan, Atlanta. Dark horse, Dak Prescott in Dallas, and you have to give the defense some love. What about Von Miller?
Yeah, Von Miller too, but how about that? A couple guys from Atlanta, a couple from Dallas. Those offenses humming right now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the gun, Rivers. And underneath here to McCluster. And he's brought down after a good gain. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Time running out here on the play clock. Rivers. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, if you're going to give him that kind of time, he's just going to shred you.
You might as well put a sofa out there for him. I mean, that's unbelievable because I don't care who you are in coverage. With that amount of time, someone's going to shake free, and he's going to be able to throw the ball with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run here. This is Dexter McCluster. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Rivers now on second down. This will be caught at about the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They come up in an offset eye. And now a carry here for their fullback. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd down, Rivers. That's caught at the 1. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Liuget in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Play action. It's Palmer. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now Palmer on 3rd and long. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Let's go.
Well, here we go on 4th down. Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Blue 58. Mirror.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. His throw incomplete. And, partner, I know we've done some division talk, looked at different races, particularly the NFC East. What else besides NFC East is catching your eye now?
I can't help it. It's the AFC South. I came into the year thinking this was a division with a lot of intriguing storylines, and they had a great offseason. I wanted to see how it would develop. Well, Houston beats Indianapolis last Sunday night. And if that game is reversed, if Indianapolis wins, then every team in that division has 3 losses. Amazing what's going on there. It will